Hello people in isolation land. I'm just doing a bit of show and tell of what I've been doing since I've moved into a new studio space. I've sort of neglected the bigger setup out of impatience and working on my portable rig a la eurorack drum kit. Now everything's getting translated from the BeatStep Pro and triggering in a more old school way. So this is just MIDI getting converted from MIDI to CV, but bought one of these thinking yay, just plug in an old school trigger in to a module for bass drum, and I thought yeah it would work, but no, it doesn't. The signal is not enough, which is why I got a hold of one of these ears, because it won't work while the trigger's in there, but it's what's required to amplify that trigger sound from the little Roland trigger there, and not as I thought it would work. You don't just use the direct amplified signal for the best results. I've used the envelope out into the module to get that. If you didn't do that, I'd get re-triggering. It would actually amplify the vibrations from the synthetic skin, the mesh head that I've put on my actual bass drum. But then it gives me a trigger out, which I can I've used. If you look at the previous video, you might hear a sample that's triggered, not quite all the time. It's I've used the Teenage Engineering pocket operator to get triggered by the sequence in time with the bass drum, but of course because it's a sequence it doesn't trigger every beat. Yeah. Anyway, this is how it's all set up. It's an old school Roland trigger that I've had for, well, don't want to give up my age, but yeah, quite a while. And so it's still in development. I'm going to get another trigger here, and I might, in fact I probably will get another ears to use the other kind of trigger, foot trigger, that will go there to trigger other stuff. So many trigger words in here, but yes, and of course the next step will be to utilize all the unused outputs here and trigger some sounds from the Volca sampler, because obviously I've run out of space here unless I give up the Erebus, but yeah, that's not really on the cards, not in the mad rush. So yeah, you've seen a few examples. I'll link them at the end, but this is what this is doing at the moment. You get the idea. Anyway, stay tuned. Progress to be made here. Bye.